Hey everyone! So now that we're experts on halves and the fractions of splitting something into two, we're going to talk today about other types of fractions and how it works when you split things differently. So we're going to read a book called Fraction Action, but we're only going to read the first few pages because the first few pages is really what shows what I'm trying to talk about today. So we'll read the story and then I'll see you on the other side. Fraction Action by Lauren Leedy. This book is a little bit different because the pages are set up with lots of different words on each page in different sections. So I made my cursor, my mouse, bigger so that we can follow along with the mouse so I can show you which part I'm reading. Fraction Action. One morning, Miss Prime turned off all the lights in the classroom. Okay, everybody, watch the screen and you'll see how to draw a fraction. Start with a whole shape, then make it into two equal parts. Each part is called 1/2. So here's 1/2 on this side and 1/2 on the other side. Now let's think of some fractions in real life. Use your imagination to make a picture in your mind of what I say. A tuna sandwich cut in half. Half a glass of juice. A bowl of ice cream that is half vanilla and half chocolate. Oh, I'm getting hungry. It's time for you to tell me about some halves. What can you imagine, Otto? I'm thinking of a warm muffin cut in half. Good. Next we'll hear ideas from Tally, Ginger, and Faye. My piggy bank is half full. Half my garden has flowers and the other half has vegetables. Maybe the cow jumped over half a moon. Terrific. Now let's look at another fraction, 1/3. Here is the whole shape. I'll make 3 equal parts, and each part is called 1/3. So when you cut something into 3, you're making 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. So there's 3 equal parts. These are some other shapes made into thirds. Who can imagine some thirds? What about you, Sadie? A beach towel with 3 big stripes. Fantastic. Anyone else? I'm imagining a cookie broken into 3 different pieces. A flower with 3 petals. My wallet has 3 different sections. A jester's hat, and it has 3 different points on the hat. So when we're cutting something into thirds, each one of these examples, the towel, the cookie, the flower, the wallet, and the hat, they all have 3 equal parts. Great. I have one more fraction today, 1/4. Start with the whole shape, make 4 equal parts, and each part is called 1/4. These are more shapes made into fourths. So you can see the rectangle, the rhombus, and this other rectangle each have been cut into 4 equal parts. Let's imagine some fourths. A hot dog cut into 4 pieces. A dollar bill folded into fourths. A cracker with 4 sections. A 4-leaf clover. A pie cut into 4 equal slices. Those are excellent ideas. We're out of time for now, but here is one more question. Which fraction is the smallest? 1/2, 1/3, or 1/4? Now that we've read the story and you guys have gotten sort of an introduction into other types of fractions, I'm going to show you some examples to really help illustrate, to really help show exactly what I mean. And again, I said it yesterday and I'll say it today and I'll probably say it tomorrow. The most important thing with fractions that we have to remember is that when we're splitting something, when we're dividing it into pieces, we have to make sure that each piece is exactly equal. If I took a square, or I'll make a rectangle this time. If I took a rectangle and I divided it into 3 pieces, so I'll divide. But I divided them like this. Can you tell me, are those pieces equal? No way. These ones are way bigger than this one. So yes, I divided them, but I didn't make fractions and I didn't divide them equally. Every time you take an object and you divide it to make a fraction, you have to make sure you're dividing it into equal pieces, that all your pieces end up the exact same shape and size. Whether you're dividing it by 2, so whether you're splitting it into 2 pieces, or if you're splitting into 3 pieces, or 4 pieces, or 5 pieces, or 6 pieces, or 7 pieces, or 8 pieces, no matter how many times you are splitting it into different pieces, each piece has to be the exact same. So here are the examples of what I found around my house to show you exactly what I mean when you're dividing it by more than just into 2 pieces. So looking around my house, I found this shelf, and the shelf perfectly has 5 different sections. So it is cut into 5 equal parts, and each of those parts is called 1/5. Notice that because it's cut into 5 parts, I call each section a fifth. So you can almost hear the number 5 in the name 1/5. This little bin for jewelry has 6 equal parts. So each one of those sections is called 1/6 of the whole. So the whole bin is one whole, and each part is called 1/6. Notice again that because it's cut into 6 equal parts, I hear the number 6 in the name for the fraction. So 1/6. This jewelry box too has 6 little handles for the drawers. So the drawers are cut into 6 equal parts. Each one is 1/6. Here, the tiles can nicely and easily be split into 9 equal parts. So each one would be called 1/9. Your job today is going to be to answer the question from the book, which asked, if you have the fraction 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4, so something that's cut into 2 different pieces, something that's cut into 3 different pieces into thirds, and something that's cut into 4 different pieces into fourths, which one of those fractions has the smallest part? Which fraction is the smallest? I'll let you come up with the way that you're going to figure it out. And I'm excited to see all the different ways that you guys can show me how you know which one is the smallest.